January 2002. A motion is set before Scotland's Parliament. New guidelines that would require all Freemasons in government to register their memberships. The motion is defeated.
In recent times, there have been suggestions made that Freemasons should reveal themselves publicly and be recorded as Freemasons in some form of public register. Why that should be necessary is simply beyond me and beyond most Freemasons to fathom. Freemasonry has been around in Scotland for over 400 years, and Freemasonry is as Scottish as whiskey is.
The intricately carved walls of Rosslyn Chapel, a small church outside of Edinburgh, Scotland, may hold traces of the early Scottish Masons, known as the Cathedral of Codes. The carvings date back to the mid-15th century. Some images, a sword, and a gravestone, may be evidence of the secretive and powerful Knights Templars' presence in Scotland as well. In Dan Brown's worldwide bestseller, The Da Vinci Code, the Knights Templar were at the center of the mystery surrounding the Holy Grail. The novel charts their journey from Solomon's Temple, across Europe, and eventually to Rosslyn Chapel. Historical records show the Templars' path to Scotland actually started in the Middle East. In 1118, a French nobleman, Hugh de Payenne, established the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon in order to protect pilgrims on the road to the Holy Land. Originally composed of just 9 knights, the Templars grew in power and prestige over the course of the next 2 centuries, establishing one of the first international banking systems. The Templars carefully kept the secrets of their order. They were suspected of conducting bizarre rites and initiation ceremonies. A number of European kings felt threatened by the Templars' wealth and influence, especially King Philippe IV of France. So on October 13th, 1307, King Philippe ordered the Templars disbanded. But the Templars may not have been completely destroyed. Some conspiracy theorists believe they may have found a safe haven in Scotland. Their secret rituals and initiations may have influenced the original Scottish stonemasons, who later in the 17th and 18th centuries evolved into the fraternity known as the Freemasons. Gargoyles, angels, and mysterious symbols cover every available surface in Rosslyn. Images both pious and pagan in nature. At the opposite side of the church are these crouching angels, with their bent knees and hands over their hearts. Poses strikingly similar to ones that the Masons still use to this day in their rituals. And this stunning apprentice pillar stands to the right of the altar. The pillar and the legend behind it have strong Masonic overtones as well. It deals with working in stone and the relationship between a master mason and his apprentice, the highest and the lowest degrees of Freemasonry.
The story is simply this. The master mason in charge was given drawings of the pillar and asked to carve it. The original pillar was said to be in Rome. And so he wangled himself a nice vacation across to Rome in order to go and have a look at the original pillar. Whilst he was away, however, his apprentice, probably getting impatient, decided that he would carve the pillar himself. when he returned, lo and behold, he finds that the apprentice has already done what he said he could not do. In a fit of rage, he picked up a heavy-setting maul and killed the apprentice.
These three heads above the baptistry are said to represent the master, the murdered apprentice, and his weeping mother. There is no concrete proof of a connection between the Freemasons and the Templars. Conspiracy theorists, however, link the two groups 543 miles to the south, in the streets of Paris. In 1789, the French people rose up in revolt against King Louis XVI in the firestorm of the French Revolution. For the first time in history, the people seized the power from a sitting king.
The French Revolution was something different. It was bigger. It was hard to explain. It broke the rules. And those who were trying to understand it figured there must be someone or some small group of people who were behind it.
And suspicion landed squarely on the Freemasons. According to conspiracy theorists, the Masons were avenging the Knights Templar. Philippe IV had destroyed the French Templars in 1307, and now the Masons were lashing out against his descendant, Louis XVI. In 1797, a book called Memoirs Illustrating the History of Jacobinism was published by Abbé Baruel, a French priest.
Baruel propagated the charge, the accusation, that the revolution had been orchestrated by Freemasonry to topple the church. Baruel became the launchpad, the soil in which virtually all subsequent anti-Masonic conspiracy theories were rooted.
Despite Abbé Baruel's assertions, there are very few scholars who believe the Freemasons were really responsible for the revolution.
I have no doubt that some Freemasons participated in the French Revolution. It was a massive event. Many people were part of it. But to ascribe to the Freemasons a plan, a set of goals that the French Revolution was part of, is a preposterous idea. No one controlled this. It was something spontaneous.
But the revolution sparked a wave of paranoia and unease that some continue to feel today. The conspiracy charges behind the Freemasons and the founding of the United States of America.